Hi, this is Savewith.crypto. Okay, so we're in the process of changing over to the new DEX. This is called xExchange.com. And yeah, I just wanted to just share a few thoughts really, because I've been thinking about this. First of all, the farm rewards aren't enabled at the moment. So the best I could find was this tweet here from Benjamin on December the 10th. So that was 2 days ago, saying that they will be re-enabled in the next 48 to 72 hours. So I'm not sure what time of day this was. Oh, 9:54 p.m. Okay, so it was fairly late on in the evening on December the 10th. So I guess we're looking at somewhere between, last thing tonight and then last thing tomorrow night, UTC. For the rewards being on. Now, some things worry me a little bit, because I was looking at this presentation again from Lucian Tadea, and it's this bit here we know. This is about not having to stake your XMEX. So you haven't got the farm that we used to have where you just put in MEX and you get LKMEX, or you put in LKMEX and you get LKMEX. In theory, you don't have to do that now, and also at the same time, it is eligible for meta bonding, however much that will be worth. But just have a listen to this bit here, just to clarify that.
The new staking. Basically, once DEX 2.0 goes live, users won't need to stake anymore, and just by holding your locked MEX, based on your energy, you'll receive more locked MEX. There is a difference here. In the old version, you could still stake your MEX. This is no longer give you available, so only locked MEX will be available for staking. As a passive way of staking, you don't need to actually deposit those locked MEX as it was before. There is also another thing I want to mention here is the staking rewards for let's say locked MEX staking. They are going to be kept to 5% of the new emission.
Now, what does that mean exactly? Does that mean that whereas before we were getting 100% and 49%, them kind of figures, does that mean that's going to be 5 now? Because that's a little bit worrying. He goes on to say that the emphasis is to provide, rewards for liquidity providers, not just stakers, or rather favouring liquidity providers rather than stakers. So just have a listen to that.
And the reason to include this limitation is that basically our vision with the DEX is that we want to encourage liquidity and liquidity providers. And in the old model of the DEX, 50% of the new emission actually was going to the staking part, and the staking part, although staking in general is good, is interesting, was not actually helping very much the DEX. Let's zoom out. The purpose of a DEX is to facilitate swaps, trading. It's the decentralized exchange, exchanging between tokens. This is the reason of a DEX. Of course, in order to facilitate swapping, you need liquidity. So here we want the new emission, the inflation, if you want, of MEX to go to those who actually support the best the DEX. We'll come back a little bit for that because.
Okay, so what do you interpret by that? Because before my kind of process was to farm LKMEX with a MEX eGold farm, produce LKMEX, and then stake that in the LKMEX farm to earn more LKMEX. Okay, that was the plan. But now, if that LKMEX is going to produce LKMEX, that all we can do with it is just stake it and get something like 5%. I can't believe it's going to be that low. I think I might have misunderstood that, but it sounds to me like the percentage from staking XMEX is going to be much less than what we're going to get from the LP farms, which might be disappointing. However, for the people who are liquidity providers, and I intend to do both, it might be good. Either way, I think I should get on and set up my liquidity tokens in a farm. So I'm going to do that now anyway, regardless. But if anyone can kind of interpret exactly what Lucian was saying there, because I'm not sure I fully understood it. As usual, when Elrond does an improvement, it becomes slightly worse for us sometimes. Anyway, I'll try not to be too negative about it, but we're going to have to wait and see, because at the moment, if you go over to the DEX, okay, so this is over on the DEX, and here I've got in my locked tokens, this is where I've got the large amount of XMEX. Now, this really big amount here, this unlocks on March the 6th, 2025. Okay. If possible, I don't want to make that any later. These other ones lock in 2026, 2025, 2025. I don't mind if these are later. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to merge these three, lock all them for the maximum, and make liquidity with the eGold that I've got. So to do that, I'm just going to go merge. I'm going to merge that one, and that one. Merge. I mean, the large one I'll think about later. If for some reason the rewards are better than we expect, and to be honest, they never have been, have they? Then I might change my mind and max everything out. But at the moment, I don't particularly want to. So that's that done. Now I should be able to change the energy of that, shouldn't I? Okay, so that now has an unlock date of it's actually May the 5th, 2025. Okay, so that's not too bad. So 2025, and then March the 6th, 2025. Okay, so let's do energy increase there. So that means the new unlock date is going to be November the 20th, 2026. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. And by the way, if you want to disconnect, it's down here now. And this is annoying me a bit, the fact that I still have to use the legacy login. I mean, weirdly enough, my daughter tried it yesterday on her computer with her older Android phone, and she could log in with the new one. So I don't know why I can't. So that didn't log in. Yeah, I think there's a problem at the moment. It says wallet disconnected. Okay, I'm going to stop this and find out what's wrong. Okay, I appear to be back in the game anyway. Okay, so I'm Newton at 279. My energy multiplier is 2.3. Let's see what happens when I increase the energy of this lot here. Okay, that worked that time. Transaction signed. Okay, see, unless you want to max everything out, you want to avoid clicking this energy outdated thing, because I think that just updates everything to the maximum, which I don't want to do. Right, so my energy multiplier is now 2.6, and I'm at 239 in Newton. Okay, so I'm definitely going to make LPs with that one and eGold. So I can do that, can't I? Because I've got like wrapped eGold up here. Yeah, there you go, 11,000 worth. So let's do that. Let's create the liquidity. So liquidity is going to be add liquidity. And it's going to be made out of eGold. No, it's not. It's going to be made out of wrapped eGold. And what's the other one? XMEX. Okay, now I should be able to select the smaller amount. Yeah, okay. So that's the one that unlocks on October the 27th, 2026. Okay, so I'm going to use the maximum amount of that. So that uses that eGold there. Slippage is on 0.1, that's all good. Okay, so add liquidity. Bloody disconnected again, didn't it? Let's log in again. No, it said disconnected. Okay, so I think I'm back in the game now. Oh, that's so frustrating. Anyway, let's have a look. So I've got to go back to liquidity again, because I didn't do that, did I? I had liquidity, wrapped eGold and XMEX, and it's the smaller amount I want to use. Maximum of that. Okay, So add liquidity. Okay, well I got further than last time. Okay, liquidity added. Okay, now all I need to do now is to actually stake that LP. So if I go to farms, I can go stake LP, and there you go, eGold MEX, maximum stake. I mean, if this turns out to be good, then, you know, I could find some more eGold and maybe use some of the other amount and, you know, become a bit of a XMEX monster like I was before. But I think we're going to have to wait until we see the APR here, and more to the point, actually see how much this earns, because that's $21,000 worth. You know, that should earn something. But I really hope that is something, you know, worth talking about. Even better, I'm hoping it's something that's worth earning, and then even if I have to pay 80% energy removal fees on it, you know, I could actually use it and it would seem worthwhile, like as if I was getting a reasonable payment. But I don't know. I just have no way of knowing. I really don't know what they're going to do. But I think Thursday's going to be the big day, and maybe tomorrow when hopefully we see some figures here. But I guess that's it for now. What I really want to see the price of MEX versus eGold. That's this chart here. I really want to see this do something that doesn't look like it's dead, because at the moment, if you looked at that for anything else, you'd just say they've gone out of business or something, because it's just it's just going down. I know it looks like it's going to zero, and it is 0.000 whatever, you know. But I mean, you know, with 8 trillion tokens, it's going to look like that, isn't it? I want to see this do something. I really want to, you know. Just anything, you know, just any kind of pattern, really. Just not just down. I mean, I know a lot of people think it will just keep going down, and I'll probably keep saying that I don't think it is. But we'll have to see. You know, the tokenomics of it are changing, and are changing for the better, to be honest. But either way, anyway, I'll keep you updated on what I find out and what's happening, and you know, I'll try and answer your questions. So, you know, do leave a comment down below, and while you're down there, do like it. Make sure you're subscribed. Do have the notifications set on all, and above all, tell your friends.